Hi, I'm Action Jacquelyn. This guided meditation is part of my free 21-day Mind Over Matter meditation journey designed to help you build self-esteem and get more out of life. To sign up for free and receive the entire program of 21 videos, go to actionjacquelyn.com/meditate. Ready? Subscribe to my channel and let's begin. So, as you prepare to become deeply absorbed inside this meditation journey you're about to begin now, to discover how you can close those eyes if you haven't yet. You can still that body, those arms, those legs resting apart, comfortably still, as you prepare to see inside with inner eyes that open wider the more you sink down and drift into deeper and deeper rest. Over the course of the next few minutes, that physical body can relax more and more. The tiny muscles around the eyes and temples can smooth out. The muscles across the forehead, along the jaw, softening, loosening. The shoulders sinking as you remember your own inner capacity to see with the same eyes that you see with in your dreams. As you sleep deeply at night and you spontaneously float into landscapes from the depths of your unconscious ability to make sense of things and realize the unreal lies of the stories you used to tell yourself will soon become as transparently false as they always were. Because dreams aren't all about pretending. In dreams can come revelations, like an artist or a scientist daydreaming on a sunny afternoon, eyes half closed, hazy, metaphorical images floating through behind the eyes of truths that show you who you are and have always been, becoming, and then an idea strikes. That person, as if from nowhere, an image, a thought, a connection inside, as you hear now, with the same inner ears that you listen with in your dreams at night. And there's nothing you need to try too much less to do any less than you do when you forget to try, like when you're falling asleep at night and that body becomes even more still, deeper, arms heavier down, a deep sigh of comfort. That's it. And you know what a deep sigh of relief feels like, do you not? And that body knows how to breathe slowly, rhythmically, deeply, as it does every time you drift off to sleep. I don't want you to drift all the way to physical sleep now, because just by remembering the sensations of drifting hazily and relaxing comfortably, you can bring your consciousness with you into a twilight state of mind, where you're half listening to these words and half lost in the dream of something as simple as being comfortably lost in a forest of trees, a forest of morning mist and dew gleaming on the bluebells, to breathe in pure morning air and feel those feet on the forest floor, the life force around. You can now see, that's it, and hear those trees are here for you to learn. That's right. To see now exactly how each and every tree within this changing inner forest and the rest for inner changing. Each tree has a majestic dignity, a stateliness, an inherent worth, because a tree has branches stretching out, supporting life, its leaves dancing with each gust of wind, strong branches and with deep roots drawing up life, and each tree has its own history, its own story, the rings of its life within its trunk. To hear each tree in this transforming inner forest. For inner transforming discoveries about the worth of being alive through time, to see and hear and feel the seasons change, times of darkness and cold, times of sunlight and warmth, to see births and deaths, to see laughter and sorrow, to see the cycles of the world, and to stand calmly, patiently outside the time and space of rushing woodland creatures, to stand outside the time and space of cities and mankind, to stand outside in the time and the space to breathe and be and know you are a part of this planet, part of this universe, that you are nature, and nature is you, and you came out of this world, and you have a fundamental right to be here and to be who you are. And to rest in a clearing way inside the space and time, to lean against a tree and gaze off into the distance, the warm sun caressing your skin with the kind of compassion that touches you and reminds you of feelings you thought you'd forgotten, a tenderness towards yourself, of all those times a younger you in the past has struggled, has tried, has criticized themselves and frowned. And a tenderness can well up within for when you stand outside of time and see how saplings struggle to become trees, how buds struggle to become flowers, how babies become children, how children grow into adults. And sometimes they stumble. Sometimes they talk to themselves harshly. And from a place of deep calm and compassion, you can just look back through time and see a younger you who was lost in a distorted story of unfair self-criticism, lost in a terribly biased movie, edited to highlight your faults. And you can just look back through time with eyes of compassion and tenderness and send that younger you through a touch, through words, through a hug, a message of fierce, intense compassion, a compassion that is strong enough to break through that negative story, that have hypnotized themselves with strong enough to bring through any negative suggestions that they've picked up from other people, a compassion that is strong enough to stop them in their tracks and remind them that there is much, much more to the totality of your life, much, much more to the totality of your being, much, much more to the totality of your worth and value than that past distorted story was telling you. And you can just send that intense love and reassurance to that younger, more vulnerable you right now. And there have been times in your life you've made a friend smile. There have been times you've added to people's lives without knowing it. And you've sometimes succeeded at things and sometimes you haven't. You've sometimes cracked a joke and people laughed. And you've sometimes put your foot in it, as we all do sometimes. There are definite events in your life that show you have strengths. And I don't know what your particular strengths are, and I don't know if you know yet, but some of them might still be untapped. But I do know that there is a way to make a more balanced, accurate, and compassionate documentary of your life that highlights the times where you really gave your all, whether or not you succeeded, you really tried. There were times you were a good friend, times you showed kindness or determination or humor, times you were playful, a forest of dignity and value stretching through your past, a forest that deserves acknowledgement. And what would that inner movie, that inner documentary of your life be like if it was really honest and fair about showing you your strengths and the things you shine at or could shine at in future, as well as showing you the things you need to work on if it was strictly balanced? And you can just dream now of what that balanced inner story feels like as it forms as an inner reality, to see the growing dignity within that forest of memories, leading you to new perspectives, new recollections of all the time you've been alive, a person who is part of this planet with their own unique story, as unique as your face, as unique as your DNA. And you can dream that inner dream, making sense of the story of who you are now. That's it. Dreaming through the years and seeing the life, hearing the life, and feeling the life that surrounds and permeates those memories with something precious and sacred, even surrounding those past times of worry and self-doubt, as you see that force of calm dignity within that younger you, the look of reassurance and understanding in those younger eyes, that it's all part of growing into who you are, as the totality of that story shows you new and essential truths that can stay with you and help you in the days and weeks ahead. And I wonder where you'll first notice you feel this stronger sense of certainty, this dignity and grounded calm. Perhaps at work, perhaps with your friends and family. A sense of being so much more comfortable and confident in yourself. Perhaps more willing to stretch yourself and explore your capabilities as you look ahead at the forest as yet unexplored, the pathways and streams of possibility calling out to you. And each time you listen to this recording, and you can listen to it regularly, you can connect with your own sense of self-worth and potential even more deeply as you look forward to the adventures ahead. And for now, you can just return from the dream of that forest within into an awareness of your physical body here and now. That's it. And in a few moments, you can begin to feel wide awake, and you can come back with a real sense of good feeling, of being revitalized and purified, a sense of returning to your essence. As you prepare to come all the way back now, that's it, by noticing the sensation of the surface that you're resting on. And as you reorient to this present moment and to your surroundings, and as you open up your eyes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, you might enjoy a nice stretch, and welcome back. Each and every time you come back to this meditation, you're going to notice a greater sense of peace and well-being and more motivation to take care of yourself. And if you haven't found a movement practice yet, you can join us in the Stretchy Fit app, where I've created an entire Pilates sculpt program just for you to do alongside your meditations. Info for that is in the description box below. Now go and have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you back here again tomorrow.